Hello, welcome back to Nuzlocke Vlogs. It's where I do Nuzlocks and I talk about things. Anyway, how's it going? How's it going? This is going to be oh shit, oh shit. No, don't make me go downstairs. This is going to be the part where I do a bunch of stiff stuff that I skipped earlier now that I have Fly and Surf, which makes it easy to go around doing this. Technically, I could have done this before Twist Mountain, but I didn't want to do it before Twist Mountain because then I'd have to go through the route link to Twist Mountain again, so I'm doing it now. Forgot to get this fossil earlier, now I'm going to go revive it and get another fossil Pokemon. I got the bird one. I think I grabbed the bird fossil, which Plume sounds bird. That'll give me Archeops, which is good. Is it in Lenora's town? Really kind of touchy keys. I don't know. I don't have a lot to talk about this week. You know, things are going good. Gonna get my teeth cut out in a week, which I've been dreading for a while. And I just realized it will be the museum that revives. I think it's the museum. I gotta get my wisdom teeth out, and that's gonna be a pain. But at the rate I'm going, I should be done with the current thing I'm working on before. My party is full. I should be done with a lot of the video by then, like working on my rewriting the ending of Homestuck. This week I got done with my segment on burning down the house. I should before I get my teeth out and have to take a few days off to recover. Before then, I should have the secret final ending done. And you know, it shouldn't be a shock what my secret final ending is. I give some pretty big foreshadowing in the video right at the start. This is what the final ending is. I also have a few Easter eggs in my video. I just edited the segment where I talk about that, where there are these big Easter eggs that I wonder if anyone will catch. Just this really subtle Easter egg. Like, it reminds me, it's not this specifically, but there was, this guy who made, like, this very, very long video, about Five Nights at Freddy's, like, just recapping the whole franchise, and it was, like, 8 hours, 20 minutes, and 13 seconds, or something like that. The exact number doesn't matter. And he says in it, by the way, this video has an Easter egg in it that's really subtle, and months go by of people not getting it, and eventually he releases a video and reveals what it is. The Easter egg is that Hurricane Utah, where the series takes place, the zip code for that is 82013, and I made my video exactly that length as the Easter egg. And mine isn't that subtle. Mine's, I didn't make a video that was that long as a joke. Actually, hold on, let me... Maple Valley, Washington zip code. I'm just thinking about things. 98038, can't do that, but what about Rainbow Falls, New York? Maybe I should steal this. Even the... Rainbow Falls, or Clinton County, New York. 12911. That's just like slightly too long for a Rose video. I'd have to like keep it going for a long time to meet that, but maybe I'll steal that idea in the future. I don't know. But yep, I'm hard at work on my Homestuck video. And I'm working on the secret ending, which I have a lot to say about. I will say that this final ending, it's like a bookend with something I discussed earlier in the video, and I have a lot of things to say, and I do think this is one of the better endings. And I don't... Why am I like, what am I talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about something. Ooh. I don't... Whatever. You'll see the video when it comes out in a month. It'll come out in a month, and it'll be good, and I'm gonna make it. And where is access to the ocean? because I haven't done my Driftville City encounter yet, but I can do it now that I have Surf. I also think I can get Water Stone according to the guide. Is it down over here, the entrance to the beach? No, no. Stupid fucking modern art over there. So, yeah, I'm hard at work on that. There we go. Water. Now, when we get a water type, I'm not gonna do all of the like secret water routes like off of Route 1. I'm going to wait before I do those. Just to not have pacing bad in my Nuzlocke, although pacing doesn't really matter in a Nuzlocke. And a Jellicent. This is possible, team member. If hopefully this won't happen, but if something were to happen to my starter, I could catch a Jellicent instead. Invincible. That's a good show. I'm still watching Invincible, and I just love this season. It's so excellent. The last episode was great. The fucking Invincible War. Although I've kind of ruined, because this is a show that is directly adapting a comic, and I know spoilers from the comic because I've heard people talk about them. So I wasn't really surprised by everything, anything that's gonna happen. Like, honestly, for instance, the big fucking twist at the end of that episode, knew that was gonna happen because everyone talks about how it's like, you think things are bad? Meet Mr. Even Worse. He's that fucking Weird Al album, which, have you ever seen a photo of, like, the Weird Al album, Even Worse, like, how it's meant to be viewed on a shelf in a record store right next to Michael Jackson's Bad? Anyway. I'm gonna battle Charles. Anyway, it's good. It's a good show. It's great. I really like just that shot. It's the iconic shot of the Day 3 shot from the comic where it shows the 8 remaining alternates floating above 8 cities they've destroyed. It's very famous image. And they adapted that pretty well by just showing, like, you can't adapt it directly because it's multiple panels, but how they do is just showing cutting between the different Invincibles in the same pose, flowing over their cities, and it works really nice. And then it cuts to a version of the one from the comic on Angstrom Levy's TV screens. And it was good. This is good. I enjoyed that. That was a good thing. Does Bulldoze hit my... Bulldoze hits everyone, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's kill everyone. I can tank it. Why Aqua Jet on, like, Conkeldurr? Why not focus fire on the Pokemon that's weak? By the way, the reason this guy I'm playing against, I had a full team wipe against this guy years ago when I was doing a Nuzlocke of this game. So when I went to Driftville, I skipped this fucker, even though he's like an iconic trainer that was like a character in the anime that, like, I know his name off the top of my head, Trainer Charles, Biker Charles, because he's a well-known part of this game. I fucking skipped him because, full team wipe, triple battles are dangerous, although I'm doing it now and it's going good. But yeah, Invincible is a pretty good show. Stephen Young they adapted the Invincible War. I'm just gonna fucking spoil everything that's going on right now. Skip ahead or stop watching this if you don't care. The arc where it's Invincible versus Invincible versus Invincible versus Invincible. Bunch of evil asshole Invincibles from a different universe. Stephen Young did a good job acting them and portraying them different. Lots of great action, lots of heartbreaking moments. Like the big one with Teen Team was something I'd spoiled, so it didn't hit as hard, but still a fucking cool moment. And then the Billie Eilish starts playing. I have seen a lot of people, because they added some lines to give characterization to the other marks to I think their official names are Cowl Vincible and No Mask Vincible. By the way, the official subtitles use like the dumb joke names that were given to all these characters, and I don't know how I feel about that. But it's like, Cowl misses his mom, who is dead, and No Mask misses Mrs. William. Ah, that's nice. They did a turbo 9/11 still. Like they killed hundreds of thousands of people. I don't think they're really sympathetic just because they feel bad about their mom being dead or their boyfriend being dead or because Nolan misses his wife. You know, I don't know. But no, Invincible's a great show. I am enjoying watching it. Is there anything I can get here on this route, or is it just item, item, item? Yes, yes. And Wellspring Cave is the next thing I've written down on my list. But yeah, I was misled by the fan base in talking about it because they said that Jonathan Banks had been announced. It had been announced Jonathan Banks was playing Conquest, this big buff warrior from the comics, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's a good Jonathan Banks role. I mean, he's a good actor. I like Jonathan Banks. He's not what comes to mind when I hear the name Conquest. And no, he's voicing Britt, who has like 3 lines. He's a major character in the comics that they finally introduced. He had his own side series. He's like an old British guy who's completely invincible. And then title card as I say that. Yeah, they introduced him, and also it's kind of funny that they have him they have him like dragging away in handcuffs Aaron Paul's character because on Breaking Bad. Speaking of characters of meeting each other when they've met on other shows, I think someone thought they were being funny when they cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan because he beat Stephen Yeun's character to death on The Walking Dead. So they have Jeffrey Dean Morgan again gonna play a guy beating up Stephen Yeun's character in a series made by Robert Kirkman. Yeah, that's although like speaking of like all this show's been out for years, it's all been fucking spoiled for me. I know that we're not gonna get another Glenn. By the way, that was scary. I almost fucking lost my Crocodile. I know we're not gonna get another Glenn because it's a very famous panel I've seen shared so many times how the fight with Conquest ends with the fists collide, which is I'm waiting for that. I've heard very good things about the Conquest arc. I want to see. I think that this will be pretty good. You can't burn me because I'm paralyzed. That'd be fun if that's how that worked in real life. Like you just okay, the bad news is your spine is broken, you'll never walk again. But the good news is you are now completely immune to poison. What? Yeah, you cannot be poisoned ever. Also, you're fireproof. We can set you on fire and you won't be burned. Wow, you will take damage. You will probably fucking die from the heat, but you can't be burned. This is weird. Okay, one last problem. You cannot sleep and you are going to die. Eventually because your body needs to sleep and you can't. But, this is just the consequences of you getting paralyzed. That was fucking nothing, man. That joke didn't land even slightly. That was... And you just let me keep going, let me keep making stuff. I don't fucking know. So finishing up, like, editing the segment I'm burning down the house, I just got... God, that comic is so fucking good. I love Homestuck Burning Down the House. Not to spoil my rankings from the video, but it's high up there. It's a thing I like a lot. It's very good, Burning Down the House. And my channel invites a lot of people to get into arguments about Homestuck discourse. Like that's what I have decided. I want to be a YouTuber who has all my comments be about that and having the same arguments with people for years. It's gonna happen again on a grander scale when I have this video, because I make a lot of claims that aren't all super popular in this one. I have a lot to say about some of these stories. I have a lot to say about the retcon. I have a lot to say about Homestuck 2. I have a lot to say about fucking every fan comic under the sun. I make a very mean comparison to Family Guy. Like, there's a Family Guy. Let me surf. Okay, thank you. I haven't caught any in this one. Have I? This city, this is Striaton, right? I can get a Basculin. I don't really want a Basculin, but I mean, it's an encounter. Okay, and you get named Sage because I'm just naming people. Okay. I should read off this part's comments because I've gotten a few Pokemon named after commenters in this video. Arsenimp says 11530. I don't know what I knew when I first read the comment. I checked that, but I've forgotten what part that is. That'd be middle of it. Is that Orange Man Bad? I don't know. It's probably Orange Man Bad because that's when I'm heavily analyzing Dirk in that part. Dirk is my favorite Homestuck character, mainly before the epilogues, but still, I'm a trans man myself. With Homestuck being so meta and Dirk being a narrator, I'm just imagining him absolutely seething, but saying, no, I don't really care when he sees fan works or people headcanoning him as trans, and that's funny as shit. Yeah, transphobic Dirk, I still don't know how I feel about that, but also, it works in the story of the epilogues because it's a good encapsulation of Dirk. Dirk does not give a shit about the people he claims to care about, and he does not respect them, and he does not treat them with agency, and that it gets that across well. But I don't know. It feels too crass for Dirk. Who knows? But also, wow, I've read plenty of fanfic where Dirk is a trans man burning down the house. I think or maybe not burning down the house. Was it? I don't remember. There's a lot of comics that will just offhandedly mention, oh, by the way, this character is trans, and I don't even know how I feel about that. I'm a much bigger fan of talking about burning down the house. It has, as Jane is a lesbian, and it does a whole big arc building it up, and also with John unsure about their gender identity, and I like that because it's actual part of the plot, but also it has it mentions at one point, by the way, Dave Sprite has been transgender all this time, and I feel nothing about this reveal. I felt about this characterization. I did feel some about with John because that was actually on screen and written as opposed to be mentioned after the fact, whatever. Hey, you, old man over there. Let me beat you up because I can surf to you now. Yeah. Get over here. Let me in. But yeah, Dirk, a lot of people headcanon Dirk as trans, and what I do in this fucking video, what I'm going to do in this fucking video is what I always do, what I do with the epilogues, where I'm calling characters by the name and pronouns they use in that comic at that point, which I think works because some of these comics have June Egbert, some of them don't, and my response to that is I'm going to refer to this character by what they're referred to in this comic. That seems like the most respectful. These are fictional characters, not real people. But if a person in real life says to you, this is my gender identity, this is my pronouns, this is the name I prefer to be called, you call them that. So that's what I am going to do, and I don't give a shit about Toblerones. I'm going to refer to characters by what they're referred to in the story, and why am I just fucking picking fights by doing this? I don't know. Zorian Queen says, thank you, you actually fucking understand how people work? I tried watching a 3-hour Dirk essay. 3-hour essay. Who will make a 3-hour essay? This one's gonna be, the one I'm working on is gonna be close to 8 hours. 3-hour Dirk essay, and it was pissing me off. XD, this is a wonderful palate cleanser. I love my Strylons. I've heard of the Dirk. I know of the Dirk essay. I've never watched it. I've heard, I don't even know what they talk about, but I know it exists that there's a 3-hour Dirk essay. I think the thumbnail shows, oh, fuck no. Fuck no. I hate, oh god, not the dark. I know the thumbnail shows, wait, no, I forgot to turn off my screen record before I did other things. Sage said, I have strong opinions about Dave, and this really summed up a lot of them and gave more rigid insight into his character, especially strive for the video game. Yeah, they say that. Let me get up Wellspring Forest map. So I can investigate this. I'm like, I have not seen the 3-hour Dirk essay. I know it has Mr. Meaty in the thumbnail, which that's a tangent. Actually, speaking of tangents, this week I received actually fucking delete these comments because I don't fuck them. Like multiple people complaining on my epilogues video about the JK about where I talk about Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling is a feminist hero who is fighting for women. Shut the fuck up. She's hanging out with Nazis who want to ban abortion. She fucking hates you. Shut the fuck up. You know? That's my goddamn response to that. Wait. Oh no, this is the black and white 2 map, which has different trainer places and locations. I hate this on Bulbapedia, by the way, where they only show the black and white 2 maps for these fucking areas, even when they're altered in the sequel. Like, that's a flaw with Bulbapedia. You gotta show... Why did I do that? Hidden item? Hidden item? No? Okay. But I have multiple people complaining on my epilogues video that I called J.K. Rowling a fucking transphobe. But also, I just... You know what? That's like the dumbest fucking complaint you could have at me. Like, the sort of, like... It's not even... Like, me saying that she is bigoted against trans people, and that's bad. The defense isn't that what she says and what she does is good. It's that, oh, she isn't bigoted. She's right in hating these people. Like, that's what they should be fucking arguing if they're morally consistent. But no, what they're arguing is, what, she's not bigoted. She doesn't hate trans people. Well, you fucking hate them. And she fucking hates them. Like, if you fucking like J.K. Rowling because she hates trans people, at least fucking be honest about your own goddamn emotions and why you believe the things you believe. Instead of this, like, pussy floating around like, oh, no, she just cares about lesbians when she hangs out with those neo-Nazis who hate us all. No, because the existence of trans women not being rounded up by the government is bad for the existence of lesbians. And even though... a lot of fucking lesbians. Like, I've never met a lesbian who would fucking agree with that. I've never met a lesbian who hated trans people. It's all fucking weirdos on Twitter who like J.K. Rowling, and I'm just fucking rambling, but, like... if you're gonna like a bigot because they're a bigot, at least try and justify it to yourself. At least try it, be honest about your own fucking beliefs, instead of this, like, pretending, oh no, there is no bigotry. We like trans people and we do not dislike them and we don't hate them. Shut the fuck up. And what's the fucking point of talking to people if you're just going to fucking lie and shit? Yeah, these are some tough Pokemon here in this random ass basement. I should heal up before I fight the next ones. I think there is only 3 according to the walkthrough. Right? Yeah, this is 2, I think, or is this 1? I don't fucking remember. Yeah, a lot of people complaining that I very briefly mentioned that J.K. Rowling hates trans people. I don't give a shit. So, like, I live in Iowa, and, like, big thing in Iowa, I fucking hate, I could not goddamn stand my state-level representative in the Iowa Congress, this local woman. Her name is Helena Hayes, and she's just the fucking worst. And her big thing, the big thing she dedicates all her time to is book bannings. We gotta ban those books. We can't let children read books. And she's like, well, I'm protecting children. I'm protecting them from the pornography. And then you look at her definition of pornography in the book she's banning, and it's fucking To Kill a Mockingbird. It's like, you can't say the racism is bad. That's pornographic. The children shouldn't be exposed to that. We should ban high schoolers from knowing that racism is bad because porn. She's just a fucking fascist. I fucking hate people like that. Okay, that's 2 down. I think Flash is the worst fucking mechanic in any goddamn Pokemon game. I hate. Who thought this was? Oh shit! I thought I already beat her up because on the map she's the one standing where that guy was standing. Ugh. I hate the dark areas. It's not fun. It's not creative. It's just like an annoying roadblock, This is a terrible mechanic. And I just remembered that that Olaramu is a setup sweeper, so I'm going to have it set up. I believe there's guaranteed. I was going to say I believe it's guaranteed 2 turns with Quiver Dance, and apparently not. Like, apparently Sleep can wake up first turn. I thought for sure it was at least 1 turn guaranteed, and ooh, that bulk up didn't work out good for you, and my leg's falling asleep, and that's gonna be painful in a second, but I only have 1 more of these trainers to do, and they'll be done with Wellspring Cave, and I'll end this part. And the next time I'm fighting Bryson, who, I mean, it's fucking Bryson, you know, I'll beat up Bryson. Yeah, eat shit, Maggie, according to the guide, that's your name. Oh, I forgot that this is what you use to take out water types or electric types, like, because a special defense boost from Quiver Dance. Okay, and now we heal up and we figure out where in the cave we are, and then we get out of here. But yeah, Invincible's a good show. And I've been watching this channel that recaps Columbo episodes, and sometimes someone else talking about and recapping something is better than you yourself are rewatching them, even when it's not that great of a channel. I don't know why that, like, watching someone else recap is better than rewatching sometimes. Although I can't fucking stand reaction content. Reaction content, I despise it. I never want to see reaction stuff. It just is unwatchable for me. I hate reaction stuff. Like, commentary from, like, people who worked on the thing, like, giving insight, that I can stand. That's interesting. But it's just like a random person, like, okay, watch me watch TV. I don't fucking, like, an edited recap is good. Just as someone sitting on the couch watching something, no, I can't deal with that. It's just unbearable for me. I got like 5 more minutes to kill before this is over. Some Mystic Water, yay! Mystic Water, Checking around all the boulders in the game, and I was expecting Trainer because he's there on the map, but apparently not, so I'll just sail up, and probably on that shore. Why is there random ass rocks there? What benefit does that have for game design? Max Elixir, and then I check up these stairs. Anything up these stairs? I don't. Item. Focus Blast. See, you go down here, you fight through the fighting trainers, and you get Focus Blast. They don't really do areas like this in Pokemon games anymore. Actually, that's a lie. They do. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what I'm talking about. And anyway, that's the part. Still working on the Homestuck video. Turfs, fuck off.